welcome back to my channel. My name is Aysha. If you're new here, I am totally eating my words because in my last vlog I said that that would likely be the last video of the year, but here I am. Your girl could obviously not stay away from the camera. I just missed you guys so much and I'm honestly so bored out of my mind. I wanted to make a video for y'all, so welcome back. I hope you guys are surprised by seeing me here. This will likely be the last video of the year. It is gonna be a little chit chat, get ready with me. I feel like why not go straight back to my roots? I used to do so many of these chit chat get ready with me's and you guys really seem to like them. And I thought that I would do another one because I have a lot of thoughts now being back here in Canada, and I think that it is time that we go through them together. I want to get the elephant out of the room. You guys are probably really confused with this background. I'm actually in my brother's room because he has a really beautiful like setup now. Like this house has changed so much since I've last been here, but he has this really nice like work from home setup, so I kind of stole it, basically is what I'm trying to say. So anyways, I'm gonna get into my makeup. We'll, you know, start chit-chatting about life. And I also do want to give a huge shout out to Urban Decay for being today's sponsor. I'm going to be trying out their new product, which actually just launched today. It's their Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. It looks like this. And I am so excited to use this because I feel like this is the product that I have been just like searching for throughout quarantine. Like I honestly didn't even bring a foundation with me to Toronto because I knew this was gonna be here waiting for me, and I'm really excited to kind of give it a try. This is gonna be sort of a first impressions. I kind of already tried it, but like, you know, this is gonna be an in-depth first impression with like doing my entire face. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that applies. But before we start anything, I did already do my brows, but I am gonna just apply a little bit more moisturizer. I did my skincare earlier on in the day and then I made wudu, so I obviously washed my face and my skin is feeling a little bit dry. It's been, I mean, I feel like LA is already pretty dry in the wintertime, but coming here is a whole nother story. Like my lips and my face have been extremely dry lately. I always have to have some sort of like lip balm near me and moisturizer, so I'm just going to pat this in. This is the, I just brought a little travel size of the Biossance Squalene plus Omega Repair Cream with me on this trip, so I'm just patting that in. And luckily the Stay Naked Hydromaniac product, it has a long name, Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. This is meant to be kind of like a skincare slash makeup hybrid, so it's actually really good for hydration, which is exactly what my skin needs right now. So I'm gonna go straight in with the foundation and then we will get to chatting. But as I mentioned, it's their new product, just launched December 28th, and it says that it's a medium coverage up to 24-hour wear. Really cool packaging and everything. But it says up to 24-hour glow, so it's supposed to give a really dewy, juicy glow to the skin, and they actually use juicy, okay, as a descriptor. I love using the word juicy when it comes to skin, so shout out to them. It's weightless, medium coverage. It's supposed to look fresh all day, and it has kombucha filtrate and marula oil. I love marula oil. It is so good for the skin, so I'm really excited to see that ingredient in this product. And it's also a vegan formula, so we love that. I'm using the shade 80 Deep, and my preferred way to do this, okay, is to go in with my hands, and then I go in with a beauty blender after. And then because it is kind of like a medium coverage, I feel like it just disperses really beautifully all over the skin. I feel like I applied way too much. Even though this is medium coverage, like a little bit goes a really long way. So you definitely don't need as much as I applied, but here we are. Some foundations you can't really get away with using your fingers. I feel like it will leave like streaks or something, but this goes on so smoothly. I feel like it's probably the marula oil and like the hydrating ingredients in this that really make it apply like so smooth and just beautiful. It definitely does have like an insane glow, but this is like my favorite type of formula. Now I'm gonna go in with the beauty blender just to kind of like lightly blend it in, since I did add a lot initially. So I feel like because, you know, a lot of people are staying in for the holidays and New Year's, and obviously, you know, if you are gonna be outside, you're gonna be wearing a mask and worrying about like foundation getting all over the mask or just being too heavy. Like something like this is honestly so clutch when it comes to the times right now. Something that's medium coverage, something that actually lasts, I mean, up to 24 hours. Ain't nobody wearing their foundation for 24 hours, at least not me. But you know, just having that reassurance that it does last very long is so, so good. And I mean, of course, I'm reinforcing it with like Urban Decay All Nighter, which is the GOAT of setting sprays. And this is actually a product I haven't even tried yet, but it's the Urban Decay All Nighter Longwear Mattifying Weightless Waterproof Setting Powder. I'm gonna be trying this. I never even knew that came out, so we will see, and I will put on my mask and kind of just like see how it lasts throughout the day. I technically am still on my little quarantine now that I'm in Toronto, so I haven't really left the house much, but I might like just walk around my backyard tonight because I need to get my steps in. Oh my god. I never realized how much I enjoyed freedom until I didn't have it. That sounds so privileged. So that shade actually looks so, so beautiful. I know, I mean, sometimes when I look in the viewfinder, things look a little bit more orange, but in person, it actually blended so nicely into my skin. Now that it is blended all over the skin, you can see it leaves such a beautiful finish. I'm gonna try and zoom in so y'all can see. It's not obviously full coverage. You can still see like my birthmark peeking through. I have a little bit of some discoloration over here, but it did kind of cover up my hyperpigmentation around my mouth. It evened out my skin tone really beautifully. And of course it left that like stunning glow that I just absolutely adore. That looks so healthy and beautiful. I feel like this is such a perfect product going into the new year. So I'm gonna link this down below for y'all. I think you'll really, really enjoy it if you do enjoy kind of like medium coverage, dewier foundations, and ones that you actually still want to last long, because that's the thing. A lot of dewy foundations, they don't be lasting long. They kind of like move, they transfer all over your scarf. Like it's just kind of messy, but this is like a foolproof dewy foundation that will last long, looks gorgeous on the skin, and still gives you that really nice, beautiful medium coverage. So you may be wondering why I'm not filming in my old office. That is because my brother transformed it into a gym, into his gym, but there is just like heavy metals like everywhere because he obviously has been working from home, and you know, his gyms have closed down, and he's very much like he needs to be working out all the time. I'm pretty sure he's working out right now. So I can't film in there, but aside from the ugly blue background, I feel like it's a pretty solid filming background, like really beautiful lighting. I'm just using the Stay Naked Correcting Concealer by Urban Decay also. This one I use in the shade 70NY. This has like been my go-to concealer since I think I started using it in around June or July. It's so bomb. I love this concealer. But as I mentioned, I am in Toronto. I know, you know, people have obviously differences in opinions about traveling right now. I just felt like I needed to see my family. You know, I had a really tough year, and I just couldn't imagine spending like the holiday break and New Year's just completely alone in LA. I just really wanted to see my people, and obviously a lot of them came to visit me in LA not too long ago, but it's really different just being able to see them in person. So I am in Toronto for the next couple weeks, and I'm really, you know, blessed and happy to say that. Canada is my home if you guys are new or anything. I'm originally from Toronto, Canada, and I moved to LA, and I went through a horrible breakup this year, and yeah. And I needed to see my family, so that's why I'm here. I don't encourage people to travel at this time, but I think, you know, just be mindful however you are. Right now, I am taking, you know, my quarantine very seriously. I literally haven't left the house at all. I get out of quarantine in a couple days, so I'm excited to at least like, I don't know, go to a grocery store or just kind of like see my old like area. Like I haven't, when I came it was like 11 p.m. at night, so I really didn't even get to see anything. But I'm looking forward to it, and looking forward to seeing all my cousins if I can. I mean, Toronto's also in a lockdown right now, and it's pretty serious, so I'm trying to just find a good balance. I don't know, it's just really hard right now. But aside from that, being back in Toronto, I was like nervous to come back for a few reasons. One, you know, I thought it would be hard to kind of like see my extended family again, and obviously the breakup and the divorce was really fresh for them, so seeing them I feel like would have brought back a lot of emotions, but it's been really good. I don't know, I feel like this whole new energy. And another reason why I was a little bit afraid to come back was, obviously you guys know, I was kind of toying between the idea of like, do I move back to Toronto or do I stay in LA? Because LA was kind of like where I envisioned myself for the rest of my life, obviously. And things just changed. And I thought that like coming here, I would have this like overwhelming feeling of wanting to stay and like move back here. And obviously you guys know I just moved into a new apartment back in LA. And it feels so weird to say this, but like coming here, I miss my city and I miss my people, but I feel a pull more towards LA. Like even within the first couple days here, I really missed it. I was like, I miss my routine back in LA. I miss my home. I feel like really good in my decision of staying there. And I feel like coming to Toronto finally was that like final deciding factor where I'm like, okay, I made the right decision. I feel good about it. And Toronto will always be home regardless of where I end up in life. It will always be home, but I'm really excited and just proud of myself that I have made this decision for myself to stay in LA, at least for the time being. And I am going to be, you know, speaking to lawyers very soon and figuring out my whole visa situation once again. But I just feel good in my decision. And I'm like happy to say that now. Oh, that concealer is just so good every time. I can't get over how good my skin looks right now though. I feel like this is gonna be a new staple foundation. Very happy with that. I'm just going to quickly set my under eyes. I put my setting powder in this tiny little, travel size thingy. Oh my god, is it gonna open? Did I close it too tight? Oh no. I hate packing like full sizes of things and just like bulky items when I travel, which is a huge reason as to why I didn't bring a foundation with me. And I knew this was gonna be waiting here for me anyways, but that's why like I put my translucent powder in here. Initially, I was actually gonna stay here until like mid-January, so around like January 16th, and I quickly changed that to like a week in advance because I just miss LA. And like honestly, my parents are actually going to Africa. They're going to Ethiopia for I don't know how long, but they're going in January. So yeah, I am going back to LA a little bit earlier than I initially had intended, but I just miss it. I miss it, y'all. I feel like because, you know, I'm 25 now, this is the first time that I'm really living on my own. You know, no roommates, obviously no significant other, but this is like the first time where I am like truly like moved out, living on my own, doing very well for myself, like kind of like building my brand, building my dreams, and it just feels so good, especially with like the hard year that I've had. When I reflect on 2020, I'm probably gonna do a whole video on this in the new year, kind of like 20 lessons that I learned in 2020 or something like that, because we learned a lot, okay? We learned a lot, we grew, and I'm just very proud that I made it on the other side, completely sane. So I don't want to lose the glow that I, you know, have on my skin from the foundation, but I do want to just set key areas. And this is kind of what I do, especially when I want to set the bottom half of my face when I'm wearing a mask, but I still want to look like glowy. I don't want to look like, you know, I just kind of like keep patting in my beauty blender. Like I don't bake or anything. I just kind of keep patting it in until those areas are nice and set. The creases are gone. And then I go in with a powder. So I've actually never used this powder before. Really cool looking though. It looks like really pale, but I feel like it's translucent. I really hope it's translucent because that would really suck if I messed up my makeup right now. But I'm just gonna take this brush over here and pat it in here. So I'm just gonna pat this in the areas where the mask would normally like mess up, which is usually right on the nose over here. And then right along the cheek. I feel like it's setting, but it's not adding any coverage. It's not making me look like chalky or anything, and it's also not moving any of the foundation, which is perfect. Ooh, I'm gonna really like this. I've been looking for a powder like this forever. So I'm not gonna put the powder anywhere else except for the bottom half of my face. I'm really not doing much today, so I'm not gonna be really like putting on a ton of makeup or anything either. But I am gonna do just a touch of bronzer. But anyways, I believe the day that I'm posting this is December 28th. So I want to know what you guys are planning to do for New Year's. Like, are you just gonna have, obviously, I mean, I don't want to hear if you're having any parties or anything, but like, is there anything that you guys are doing to like make it a little bit more fun with your family? Obviously it's really different, so you might not be able to like be with as much family as you normally are with at this time, but give me some ideas because I want to do something fun with like me, my family, and like maybe a couple of my cousins or something, like probably just Sada and her family. But let me know, because I think I deserve to celebrate a new year, because this year was really hard. There was so many points in this year where like I didn't know how I was gonna continue, like not in a morbid sense, but I didn't know if I should continue with my YouTube channel. Like I was second guessing things that I would never have second guessed ever, and it was really scary. It was a really dark time, and if I just looked at 2020 as a whole, I can see how much growth, how much necessary growth I went through. Obviously lots of heartbreak and betrayal and just hurt, but just so much growth and strength that I can be thankful for right now. And it feels like really good to be able to say all of that. I'm gonna move on to blush. I feel like it's really funny, like when I'm filming videos like this and I'm like getting into serious topics, and then I'm like, and then I'm gonna take my blush and I'm gonna apply it here. Like, it's just so random sometimes. But anyways, I got this face and lip tint from Urban Decay because I have been really enjoying kind of cream blushes in 2020. I feel like it's just easier and it gives me a really nice glow. However, I probably should have applied this right after I did the foundation, so I'm really hoping that these powders don't mess up, but I guess, you know, we'll see. This is the shade Quiver. It's a really interesting name. The foundation's not moving, that's good. And I feel like this will kind of bring back a little bit of the glow that we lost from all of the powders that I just layered on. So I feel like I've mentioned in a vlog before that I got really into watching this girl, Tara Michelle, in 2020, and she went through this whole like realization this year that she wanted to move back to her hometown of Toronto as well, where she had lived in LA for like 6 years and just literally went through a spiritual awakening essentially and decided to move back to Toronto. And I feel like throughout watching her vlogs, that's what I was anticipating when I came back to Toronto. Like I thought that I would just be like, no, I have to stay here, you know, but I feel so much better about my decision. You guys don't understand. I just hope that 2020 is better for all of us, y'all. I just really hope, because I think a lot of us had plans to travel and just make 2020 our year, and like, don't get me wrong, career-wise, I made 2020 my biatch, okay? 2020, I hit all of my career goals, like, in every way, and it shocks me. Like, I had a meeting with my manager, and it honestly shocks me because my personal life was absolute crap, but my business life, it's almost as if, like, when one thing is going really badly, the other just somehow thrives, and that's exactly what happened to me. I am one that like throws myself into work when I'm going through something, and now I can look at it and be like, you know what, I'm thankful for that, because you didn't let yourself go completely. You really didn't. Now, fitness goals, that's another question. I let myself go, okay, go. I'm gonna be definitely going on another, I don't want to call it like a fitness journey, because I feel like I've been on a fitness journey my entire life, but I guess that's why it's called a journey. But I'm just gonna be being very mindful with my health in 2021, but with zero pressure. Like, I just want to be able to eat good, like good for me foods, you know, go on my walks, just be more active, and I don't know, just like be more healthy in all aspects of my life. Let me know what you're working on for 2021, whether that's your mental health, your physical health, your financial health, okay, your creativity, any of that. Let me know what your goals are down below, because I feel like it's so important to just set that goal for yourself. And although I didn't set my goal of 2020 to be focused on mental health, I was kind of forced to, and I'm really thankful for that, because now I can see, if anything, it's brought me a lot more empathy for a lot of people, and when people are going through struggles, I can recognize that a lot more because I went through that. And that's a really special place to be in, and I get emotional talking about it because I'm just thinking about friends and family members that also went through a really hard time, and being able to like recognize that and help them through it and just offer things that helped me, I feel like that is so important, and I wouldn't have been able to gain all of those insights had I not gone through a tough time on my own. But oh god, these get ready with me's sometimes are not it, okay? Especially when I'm trying to do makeup and eyeshadow around my eyes and I'm tearing up. All right, I'm just gonna set my foundation right here because I think I'm pretty good with my face. I'm not really gonna add anything more. I'm probably just gonna do mascara and lips. I'm gonna just apply a very healthy amount of the Urban Decay All Nighter. And if you guys ever wonder what this thing is, it's literally just a handheld fan. I use it to set my foundation because it's, or set my setting sprays because it's just easier and you don't have to like sit there fanning your face for 5 minutes. I like to focus a lot of the setting spray in this area so that if I'm wearing a mask, it won't like get disturbed. I've definitely shared this mascara with you guys already, the Lash Freak by Urban Decay. So I'm just gonna apply this probably off camera because mascara takes me so long. I don't know why. It's a really interesting wand. If you guys want to see me applying this in more depth, then you can watch a video that I made over the summer. I'll link it down below. And it shows like a before and after and everything, so check it out. Back with my mascara applied. I'm gonna try this product. This is the same face and lip tint by Urban Decay, except it's in the clear one. It's in Ozone. And I kind of just want to give myself a little bit more of a glow. I mean, that glow is already pretty strong, but I'm just gonna enhance it by just doing just like a couple little taps and blending that out. I haven't really been highlighting lately. I don't know, I just like don't really like how it looks on me anymore. However, I do still like a glow, so I feel like this product is actually kind of perfect. Do that again on this side. And I feel like this is a really good way of adding a glow without, like if you have a lot of texture or something, this won't really highlight the texture. It'll just literally give you a really pretty glow. So for the lips, I'm just gonna add, honestly, I might just do a gloss. I'm gonna line my lips first though. I feel like that honestly looks good on its own too, kind of 90s inspired, but I'm gonna take a pink and just oh, I really like that. That's super pretty. And then I'm gonna do one last spray of the Urban Decay All Nighter. And that is it for this little get ready with me. I feel like I look so much cuter. This is the first time I've worn makeup in like a week. I've just honestly been bumming it out. I had to literally force myself to get out of my PJs yesterday and take a shower and put on another set of loungewear because it was just getting really gross. It was just getting really gross. I love this glow that all of these products are leaving. Like, look at that. Oh my god. You guys need this if you're looking for just like an insane glow without any glitter. It's so pretty. Let me zoom y'all in. Look at that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And I feel like the coverage just looks so natural. Like yeah, honestly, I'm just obsessed with this coverage. And I feel like it's gonna be a go-to for me going into the new year because this is exactly what I love to see in a foundation for every day. I mean, I still love my full coverage, okay? Don't get me wrong. I still love my full coverage foundations and there's a time and a place for those. But for every day where I just want to look cute but don't want like to layer on too much product, maybe I don't want to use my beauty blender, I just want to use my hands, whatever it is, I feel like this is a really great one. And because it's so cold here in Toronto, it's going to be really great because it's not going to like suck the moisture out of your skin because it has those oils and those ingredients that really help to just nourish your skin and help it feel hydrated over time. Link down below. And thank you again to Urban Decay for being today's lovely sponsor. I hope you guys enjoyed this little get ready with me. I hope it didn't come across as very like bratty because obviously, you know, I was complaining slightly about Toronto, but this is my hometown, okay? I feel like I can do that. I can do that because this will always be home to me no matter what. I feel like LA is my current home and I have so much love for that city as well, and I'm really excited to see what 2021 and the future just brings with me in that place, and whether it's for a couple more months or a couple more years, who knows? That's the beauty of life, and that's the beauty of being 25 years old. Like, I have so much more time to figure out what the hell I want to do. And these were just some of my year-end thoughts with y'all, so hopefully you enjoyed my honesty. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, of course, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Big goals for this channel in 2021 as well, inshallah. Hopefully 500,000 and more. And I'm really excited to have you guys along this journey. So thank you guys so much for being such an amazing support system over this last year. Like, you truly were my support system. And I know that sounds crazy to even say because you guys are an online community and half of y'all, well, I don't even know, majority of y'all are strangers to me, but you guys are like my second family. And when I needed you guys the most to just be super supportive and understand what I'm going through, you guys were there. And it's such a blessed feeling to know so many people are praying for you and are wishing you well and are cheering you on, and just, I can go on and on and on, honestly, but you guys have changed my life for the better, and I just love you guys so. So excited to say goodbye to 2020, and inshallah I can look back at the end of 2021 and just be grateful for that year as well. So okay, I love you guys, and I will see you next year. Oh man, bring on the cheesiness. Bye guys, love you. Mwah.